Ford dealers. Good evening, everybody. Henry Ford Health. Let's look at the Pistons. We'll finish out the Pistons starters. Ball game for the Kings. Down the lane goes Cade on the first possession. Hooks on the run and hits Trey Maddox and Evan Scott. Joe Abramson is our statistician. Chuck Fair is our stage manager. George and Greg here courtside. Happy to be broadcasting from Little Caesars Arena. Takeaway by Asar Thompson. You saw that already.
And he got it from DeMar DeRozan, one of the best one-on-one players in this league. Hard to guard.
DeRozan spins and fires over Cade, misses baseline, but that much points in 7 of the last.
Because they got 3 guys, all 3 are go-to guys.
Pick now in the first chair in Sacramento. We played Mike Brown mid-season. After the 2 free throws by DeRozan, it's 6-2. Trey Lyles, the former Piston, as range shows you there.
Well, I mean, hitting those 3-pointers, they were not up on him. You got to guard him. At least make him put it on the floor.
Sure. Tim Hardaway Jr. with a miss, a bonus to forecourt. DeMar DeRozan with the jumper, off the rim to Jalen Duren. Pistons wearing those bad to the bone colored uniforms. JD down the lane, nearly lost it, taps it out to Asar. Now Dennis Schroeder gives it back to JD. Against the bonus, Cade from the baseline, buries it. To the line for a jam. To see him dunk is no surprise, a 2-time champion. Asar Thompson with a hesitation, Glasser, and he hits it.
So far,
Man, they're trading hoops here, aren't they?
Cade and Thompson doing all the scoring for the Pistons right now.
The bonus with a bounce to Levine. Step back, fall away, gun, rims away. Rebound, Keon Ellis, non-drafted rookie out of Alabama, who's an excellent three-point shooter and defender. Zach Levine rises and fires and fills it up. That's a triple. Cade gets a screen from Jalen Duren. Dumps it off inside to JD. Duren has 3 assists. And the Pistons lead 12-10. Domantas Sabonis keeps the dribble. Gets inside near the basket. Flips it up lefty and in. Off.
Levine will wow you, George, with their athleticism, his fundamentals, and his footwork.
And he can rebound. Leads the league in rebounding by better than 1 board a game. Averaging 13-9. Triple just now for Tim Hardaway Jr. Puts the Pistons up 15-12 to the lane, to the rim for a scoop and score. Shortens it up to 15-14. Cade has it. Malik Monk.
17 points a game, Malik Monk.
Dennis Schroeder free on the wing, fires, it's off the rim. Rebound reached down by Jalen Duren, back up and in lefty. Pistons by 3. Monk with a basketball, bounce inside to Sabonis. Left hands it up and in.
He's to the floor where you can't be a threat to block his shot.
Dennis Schroeder in the lane, ball batted away, recovered though. Cade against Ellis. Hardaway Jr. to the foul line, a lean-in gun goes for Tim Hardaway. Up and in. He has a half a dozen. Pistons by 4. Zach Levine to forecourt against Asar Thompson. Sabonis against Jalen Duren. Dishes to Monk. All the way across the court. Intended for Levine. Swipe by Cade. Ahead to Asar Thompson. Hardaway Jr. on the wing against Ellis. Has a little size on him. Ellis trying to stick to him like glue.
He's going to take this shot. He certainly wanted to. He's going to take this shot, George.
Tim Hardaway Jr. gave it up to that pass.
Why don't he just go for the triple-double tonight?
There's a block on Sabonis, but a follow. Hardaway Jr. from the wing for 3, and it's through. He can feel it right now. Tobias Harris out tonight. Cheers on from the Piston bench. It's 25-18. Sabonis, looping feed from Malik Monk, got away and out of bounds.
Found this gem. I heard a little rumor the Pistons equipment manager, John Kumandoros, may have lended it to him. But all in all, these guys, they're excited for Slam Night on Thursday.
All right, look forward to it, Natalie.
Hey, the Pistons have 9 assists already in this game, so they are definitely playing together, helping each other get these easy shots. 80% shooting from the floor.
Hardaway with the assist to Asar Thompson last trip. Pistons get a stop on Malik Monk this trip. Cade from the wing, shot will not drop. Rebound Sabonis. Spins away from the Pistons. Finds Keon Ellis. Sabonis bounces it for Levine. Levine with a long gun, it goes.
Wow.
1 for 1 from behind the long line. Speaking of long distance shooters, Malik Beasley's in the ball game. Gives it up, gets it back. Triple try. No. Pistons up 27-21. Kings with a basketball. Just under 5 to play in the first. Another from Levine won't go. Jalen Duren with a rebound. Jalen Duren still with it. Hands to Cade. Baseline gunning is Cade. It's in and out and back in again.
Seeing the resistance coming from Sacramento. They're more locked in offensively than they are defensively right now. The Pistons have to exploit that until they wake up.
Monk to the lane, fires it. But the Pistons are shooting it better against Sac's defense. Miss from Asar Thompson. But that didn't last long. Swipe and a stuff. 4 turnovers for Sacramento. Sabonis out high against JD. Yes, sir. Shot clock running out for the Kings. Valanciunas with the shot. It's off the heel. Jonas Valanciunas, his first year with Sac, but his 13th year in the league. Simone Fontecchio's 3 won't go through. Valanciunas with a rebound to Monk. Malik Monk with a straight on 3 from the top, in and out. Valanciunas fouls it up with a hook and he hits it. He is 7-1, 25 Pistons. 3:05 to play in the first. Isaiah Stewart gives it up to Dennis Schroeder. Screen from Stu, the bounce back into the paint to Isaiah. He'll fire from in front. No. Valanciunas with a rebound. Bounces to DeMar DeRozan. DeRozan against Fontecchio. Turns baseline, sends it, and scores it. That's his shot. All kinds of interesting possibilities.
Just so nice to see the Pistons included in all of that.
And no play-in, playoffs. Ron Holland's in the ball game now.
And no lottery.
That's for sure. Malik Beasley from the wing for 3. It spins around and out to Valanciunas. With a basket for a scoop and miss. The Kings pulling it back down for a fall away is Valanciunas.
That's his brother. For more than just football.
Jonas Valanciunas will try again. The first one was up and in, and he scores on the second. As a young man who was coached as a young player by Dwayne Casey, he became an excellent big man. In the twilight now of his career, but he's still dangerous. Isaiah Stewart flips to Malik Beasley. Simone Fontecchio drives it along the baseline, hands it off to Stu. Fouled on the jam try.
I would do my best if I'm coming off the bench, unless my name is Beasley. I'm trying to make my first move to the basket. To see that thing go in initially is a big boost to your thought process. And he went to the basket well and hard on his second try, but not his first.
You gotta wait till you're ready. Stu got 1 for 2. DeMar DeRozan back outside to Zach LaVine. LaVine against Dennis Schroeder. Up fake, contact, hits the hoop.
One-on-one players use the pump fake well, and that's why they both shoot a lot of free throw.
Devin Carter in the ball game. 13th pick in the draft from Providence. In the lane is Isaiah Stewart, misses the hook. Rebound for Sacramento. DeRozan takes a hit, misses the shot. Free throw here. Up and in for Pistons led 27-18 with 5:50 left in the first, and now we start the second with the Kings up 1. Next time that you bring a Vizsla, make me homesick. Here's a knockaway by Ron Holland on the lob inside to the basket for a jam. Free throw goes, and the Pistons are up 40-38. DeMar DeRozan against Ron Holland. The bet over the rookie with the shot. It dances, won't drop.
He's asleep at the lever right now because
they have 11 second chance points to 2. Falls to make it 40-39. Marcus Sasser to forecourt.
Which might indicate that Cade is on that minutes restriction.
Yeah. Ron Holland to the lane. Marcus on top, snaps the pass to Malik Beasley. Triple try, through for 3. Playing him the way Houston played Steph Curry last night.
You didn't see that
in San Francisco.
You didn't see that. Check it out. He scored 3 points in 35 minutes. They were draped all over him the entire night.
Fouled him most of the night. Isaiah Stewart for 3.
To come down as a trailer and no defender in sight. No hesitation on the shot. Isaiah Stewart. Another three-pointer.
This is opening up a little. 46-39. Carter inside, double up fake. Stu, side out for the Kings. Valanciunas hands it off to DeMar DeRozan. Missed the 3. That's still not his specialty. Isaiah Stewart with the rebound is Pat. Marcus Sasser gets it back from Asar Thompson. Malik Beasley thinking about a 3 topside, takes it to the wing. Shots off iron, rebound Isaiah Stewart. Marcus Sasser with the basketball. Gets to the lane. Marcus Sasser snaps it to Malik Beasley. This for 3, short. Rebound to Marcus. Off to Asar Thompson to the basket. Soft touch off the square for a 48-39. Pistons lead him. DeRozan goes through the paint. Turns back against Asar. Tough jumper off the glass. And all very productive years.
Yes, indeed. 16 years too, DeMar DeRozan.
And shooting mostly mid-range jumpers. When he doesn't take it to the basket, that is. Marcus Sasser outside, shot clock 7. To the paint. Up fake on Sabonis, flips it up.
But you know, he has experience. We're seeing him grow his right now.
He's an NBA caliber player, that's for sure. Productive on short minutes so far this season. Made the free throw. Sabonis hands to Levine. He will rise and fire. It won't fall. And the rebound comes down to Ron Holland. Good hustle rebound for Ron. Takes it right into DeRozan. Malik inbounds, gets it back, fires topside, no. Rebound DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan, another guy who played for Dwayne Casey in Toronto. And has a great relationship with the former Piston head coach. Sabonis snaps the pass to DeMar to the baseline. No 9. Levine passed instead of. Ron Holland with the basketball against Trey Lyles. Stu bounces it to Marcus Sasser, sets a screen. Sasser in the lane, deep to Stu, off the glass and good against Sabonis. Didn't want to pick up his 3rd foul. It's by 11.
How about Marcus Sasser's penetration? Hurting the Kings. First with a score and there with a drop off.
Sabonis against Stu. Nice bounce to Lyles. A long 3 is short. Isaiah Stewart boards it. Beasley ahead to Ron Holland. Bounce to Beasley. Triple try, through for three, and 3 points. Sacramento took the timeout. They're suddenly down 14. They beat the Cavs in Cleveland last night. DeRozan top side of Sabonis. Dribble hands to Zach LaVine. They give back to Sabonis to the basket. Leaning, Glasser's good. That's a big man with a lot of skill. His father, Arvydas Sabonis, was all world, really. Great international player. Isaiah Stewart behind the long line. This for three. Off the front iron. Got his own rebound. Gives to Marcus Sasser. Sasser against Lyles. A little jab step, and now the shot. Swish! How about that? 34. Zach LaVine.com/tickets.
That's going to be an interesting game because that's a potential first-round matchup.
Sure.
Entrenched at number 3. And the Pistons might, be looking at number 6. How much will these teams expose in that game, huh?
You wonder. LaVine now with 13 after the trip to the stripe. Marcus Sasser gets the deuce back. He has 8. 61-46, the Pistons lead halfway through the second. So the Kings down a player as they fight to host that 9-10 play-in game. LaVine to the basket, no, tapped up easily. But has 8. Sasser to the basket on the other end, no. Tap won't go for Asar Thompson. Jumper by Trey Lyles from distance, won't drop. Lyles rebounds the Piston miss. LaVine can't score it. At midcourt, Ellis grabs Cade but can't take the ball away. Asar Thompson to the basket.
Scoring so much more over the last month and a half. Well, because he's finding ways to take advantage.
Veteran. Sabonis flips it to DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan slips and falls in the lane. Closely guarded by Cade. Cade to the other end, to Tim Hardaway Jr. for the long gun. It goes! Still do not have a turnover. Domantas Sabonis at the line. 5 rebounds, 4 assists. But the Pistons lead Sacramento 66-50. Jalen Duren flips to Cade to the basket. A leaner, no. Rebound to Ellis. Slashing inside is Trey Lyles, but he threw it away. Dennis Schroeder to forecourt. Finds Hardaway Jr. for a sideline 3. It's short. Jalen Duren with a rebound. Bounces to Dennis Schroeder. Bounce back inside to JD. Missed the shot. Rebound Sabonis. Sabonis ahead of DeMar DeRozan to the basket. Lays it up. Lays it in. Cade to forecourt. Just over 3.5 to play in the half. Cade against McDermott. Jalen Duren with the screen. Back to Jalen to the basket. Lead 68-52. 3:18 to play in the first half. Zach LaVine against Schroeder. Sabonis against Jalen Duren. Got in the air and almost came down and traveled. Able to give it up to LaVine. Back to Domantas on top. Scoops it to DeMar DeRozan. He'll have to try it. Sure does.
And a lot of free standings. You got the rebuild and all that goes into it.
Sure is. DeMar DeRozan got 2 for 3 to make it 68-54 Pistons. Dennis Schroeder gives to Cade. Cade against Carter. He'll rise and fire. It's a round end. Zach LaVine to forecourt. Keon Ellis gives to Sabonis. DeMar DeRozan backs to the foul line. Turns, fires, fills it up. He has 20. on 6 out of 9. Cade for 3. Off the rim to Keon Ellis. Ellis, non-drafted out of Alabama, has played mega minutes, especially recently. Top 5 in the league in three-point percentage, and a good defender. This is a 10-point game. This is a 10-2 run. Dennis Schroeder through the paint. Gives it up to Malik Beasley, gets it back. Dennis Schroeder. Gives to Jalen Duren, who hands to Beasley. Malik from in front, flips it up, fills it up. Pistons needed that. The slow, just over a minute and a half to play in the half. Sabonis with a bounce to DeRozan, who's been a killer in the first half. He'll spin baseline, send it in.
Right.
Keon Ellis to forecourt against Dennis Schroeder. Sabonis dribble hands. Look to Levine down the lane for a hook on the run.
I think Levine and DeRozan make it tough to, just get them out of any game, because they can always get hot and get them right back into it. Lulling the Pistons into a false sense of okay until now.
Cade with a steal and stuff, made him pay. Zach LaVine. Corner bounce to DeRozan against Asar Thompson. Big screen from Lyles. Sabonis flips to LaVine. LaVine with a step back long gun, no. Trey Lyles with a big time rebound, bounces to LaVine, who jams. What Zach LaVine does. Asar Thompson gives to Jalen Duren. Jalen to the basket, shot bounces off the rim to Sabonis. Domantas Sabonis gets a screen from Trey Lyles. Gets himself inside. LaVine with a bounce to Sabonis at the elbow, sends it and scores it.
See that right there, George? That's what I want to see Jalen Duren eventually develop. That right there, 15-footer, to go along with all that other stuff he can do.
Yeah, because he can do all the other stuff, that's for sure. Cade goes to the elbow, fires from there. It's an 8 assists. 25-26 Pistons memberships are officially on sale. Membership. Cade gets 68. Sacramento's officially, essentially, back in the game.
Yeah.
DeRozan against Asar Thompson. Sabonis with a high screen. DeRozan spins to the lane, turns and fires and fills it up.
Physically, you want to be close to him, but you got 3 fouls, or Asar Thompson just can't risk it.
Cade on the run down the lane, lost the ball. LaVine to forecourt for a long gun. It does not go. Rebound, Dennis Schroeder. Used his quickness. Great pass to Cade on the way to the rim. Lays it up, lays it in. 77-70 Pistons. Sabonis with a pretty good handle outside. Hands to Ellis and screens for him. Sabonis snaps the pass into the corner to Lyles. Missed the 3, in and out to Jalen Duren. Cade forecourt. Hardaway Jr.'s 3, that's also in and out. Sabonis with a rebound. Domantas Sabonis shovels to Ellis. Ellis off the iron with the triple try. They'll go inside to
Really haven't mounted a whole lot of offense.
Certainly haven't. Dennis, very personable young man. Lyles, no good at the line.
Do they get chicken away when that happens here?
They should. 77-70, maybe they will. That gets the crowd into it. Here is Cade to the basket, slapped away and swiped by Ellis. Ellis, among the league's leader in deflections and in three-point shooting percentage. DeMar DeRozan against Schroeder, reaches in, doesn't matter. Step back gun goes for the 5-point Piston lead. Asar Thompson leaves it upside for Jalen Duren. Cade cross court to Hardaway Jr. and a long gun. It will not go.
Maybe they caught you at the wrong moment, but it's been that way all night.
DeRozan's been a handful. Drops it inside. Ellis will inbound for the Kings. Sabonis against Isaiah Stewart. Hands to DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan bothered by Isaiah Stewart. DeRozan with the clock at 3, stops and fires. It's in and out. Rebound Cade. It almost went back in again. Dennis Schroeder in forecourt, snaps a pass to Hardaway Jr. to the rack, missed the shot. Sabonis with a rebound. DeRozan with the rock. Malik Beasley guarding DeRozan. DeRozan with a duck in scoop, it's short. Rebound Isaiah Stewart. DeRozan's on the deck. Cade to forecourt. Tim Hardaway Jr. ends up in the corner. Dennis Schroeder splashes down.
The trust to give it up over in the corner to Schroeder, who was wide open, and the Kings running out of defenders.
Levine. Schroeder trying to stick to him. Gives to Sabonis. Levine gets it back and a screen. Levine from the wing for 3. In and out by Sabonis. It will be Sacramento's basketball. Pistons lead him by 8. Sabonis hands to Zach Levine. The bounce to DeRozan. Rises and fires and fills it. That's his first triple of the ball game.
34%, which is the high water mark of his career from triple land, but mostly because he just doesn't take a whole lot.
Cade working against Ellis. Cade. New York Knicks. Coverage begins with Pistons live Thursday at 6:30 on FanDuel.
Both those teams still got a lot riding on it.
They sure do. We saw Doncic was traded, but they're revved up overall. Cade with 2 free throws, 82-75. Kings inside. Carter off the glass, rattles it in. Wow. Lucky than good. It's 82-77. First scratch for Devin Carter. Last year's Big East Player of the Year. Pistons inside for Cade. The Pistons all-star score.
88 Carter.
Carter to the basket on the other end, though, lays it in. Now Cade to forecourt. 84-79, 5-point game. Cade to the basket, hooks and hits. A show. 5 minutes left in the third. DeMar DeRozan against Cade.
See if Cade can stay down.
Turns him to the paint. Carter with a long gun. It goes.
My.
Confident shot from Devin Carter.
Ever since he was put on the floor by Cade, he's bounced back with 5 points for the Kings, including that 3-pointer.
4-point game. Dennis Schroeder to the basket. Lay-in is short. DeRozan to forecourt. DeRozan with a deep bounce for Levine. Missed it. Tapped in by Sabonis.
They're continuing to climb.
86-84 our score. Malik Beasley by DeRozan, his third.
Long before that they can. Malik Beasley.
Rebound Fontecchio. Malik will get it back. Top side of Dennis Schroeder. On the wing to Hardaway Jr. Triple try short. Tapped outside by Stu. Dennis Schroeder to the lane. No looks it into the corner for Fontecchio. Missed the 3. Schroeder taps it outside for Malik. And he missed the 3. Ends up in the hands of Hardaway Jr.
Isaiah Stewart just kept batting it out. Give him credit, folks.
89-84 Pistons. DeRozan guns from the top for 3. That won't go through. Isaiah Stewart with a rebound to Dennis Schroeder. Schroeder with a screen from Stu. Fires topside. In and out to Trey Lyles. DeMar DeRozan now to forecourt. DeRozan against Malik Beasley. Backs him in. Top side for Carter. A rainbow 3 won't go through. And it's bound against pressure. Simone Fontecchio to forecourt. 4 Pistons, and they have the basketball. Marcus Sasser, who lit it up in the first half. Top side of Malik Beasley. This for 3 won't go through. DeRozan with a rebound.
Didn't look like he had a real clean catch on that, did it?
I agree. DeMar DeRozan against Hardaway Jr. Spins to the lane. Doubles on the up fake. Can't shake his man. Lyles on the sideline. Inside for Valanciunas. The big man turns on Isaiah Stewart. Got by him and scored.
Wow.
That's a pro move there for Valanciunas.
It sure is.
8 points, 9 boards for the big man in 7 minutes.
He reversed off of Isaiah Stewart's physicality.
Simone Fontecchio with a running glasser. The other end, though, a hoop and a hurt with the rebound. Marcus Sasser to forecourt. Pistons with a 91-88 lead, 2 to play in the third. Marcus Sasser against Devin Carter.
Time to go.
Top side to Isaiah Stewart, back to Marcus. 3 on the clock now, 2. This for 3, rims away. Valanciunas with a rebound. He has 10 boards. Sabonis has 12. 37-30 rebound advantage for the Kings.
Sabonis has 10 boards in 8 minutes. That's crazy.
Levine with penetration. Lyles with the corner 3. Won't go through. Carter with the rebound. Back up off the heel. No. Valanciunas trying to follow all the rebounds.
That's right.
For the Memphis Grizzlies. Ended up in the house tonight. All the numbers he put up for the Pistons at the Palace. Responsible for so much success and so much revenue.
And he looks great too, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Guy got a double.
From the gambler's perspective, first minute of the fourth. 97-94 Sacramento. Cade down the lane. Cade with a shot off the high glass, and he hit it.
Tough shot going on.
Crowd. Pistons are within 1 thanks to Cade.
Watch the Ausar Thompson, Zach LaVine matchup. LaVine after the switch, now being guarded by Cade Cunningham.
Valanciunas screens for LaVine, who triples. Zach LaVine now has 29.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay in front of him at all costs.
4 for 6 from 3 for LaVine. Cade with a good catch inside, gets to. Stu bounces back to Cade. Corner bounce to Ausar. This for 3, and it's through. Big time basket. Thank you, Ausar. His first basket of the second half, and the Pistons are within 1.
Good trusting by Cade Cunningham because he was the guy that was open.
Another 3 for Zach LaVine, though. Someone's got to get up on him. 2.
Well, we've seen this show before, haven't we?
More than once. It's 103-99. The and 6 thanks to that long gun. His first on his 4th try. But the Pistons are back within 1. LaVine for 3 again. It's through again. Pistons to forecourt. Cade against Carter. Malik Beasley against Ellis. Down inside for Cade against Carter again. Shot clock at 7. Valanciunas comes to double. Cade with a shot, no. Valanciunas with the rebound. It's 106-102. Sack with the lead. Sack with the ball. 9:44 to play. Valanciunas way outside for Lyles. Now LaVine asks for a screen from Lyles. LaVine gives to Valanciunas. Carter was a leaning 3. It's going to be short. Isaiah Stewart with a rebound. Good defensive stand by the Pistons that trip.
And making someone other than LaVine shoot it.
Cade gets a handoff from Stu. Gets to the basket. Lefty. He has 29. The Pistons are within 1. 9:10 to play. DeRozan against Ausar Thompson. Cade is guarding LaVine. DeRozan up fake from the baseline, and the shot, he sticks it.
2 guys.
And a 3rd guy sneaking up on a triple-double. Cade Cunningham to the paint against LaVine, to the basket. Double clutcher blocked by Lyles. LaVine had it in 4. LaVine rises and fires, and this one falls to 105 Sacramento.
Second game in a row, guy gives the Pistons 38, and that was the other night with Bain, and LaVine may still get more.
Cade on the way to the rim. Another 3. He now play. Cade got the first, missed the next, batted around, controlled by Sabonis. The league's leading rebounder, averaging 13.9, now has 13. DeRozan deep to Sabonis. $30 when you register before June 2nd. Visit PistonsAcademy.com Vooch can score a little more than Sabonis. Domantas Sabonis now has 18, 13 rebounds, and 8 assists. This is on the short end. 113 to 106, 7:50 left. Malik Beasley off the Dennis Schroeder, shot clock at 8. Pitch it to Cade. Cade in front. A facing hook, and he hit it. That was not easy. 113 to 108. The Pistons could use a stop. So hard to stop these guys. They can flat out score. DeMar DeRozan. To Sabonis. Hands to Levine. Shot clock at 6. Malik Beasley out on him. Clock at 4. Levine stops and fires. It won't fall. Great challenge by Malik Beasley. Rebound, Ron Holland to Cade. Cade shoots a pass to Malik for 3. Off the heel, Ron Holland hustles the rebound down. Levine with Schroeder up in his chest. Sabonis against Isaiah Stewart. Clock at 4 for DeMar DeRozan. Now 3, poked away by Schroeder. DeRozan will turn and force off the iron. Leaping rebound, Isaiah Stewart. Great stop by Schroeder. Nice board work for Stu. Ron Holland shovels to Tim Hardaway Jr. Now Stu will hand to Cade. Screen for him. Cade with a bounce inside of the big man. Lays it up. No, but coming for Isaiah Stewart. First is up and around and down. Stu. Point game, folks. 6:15 to play. DeMar DeRozan with 31 Kings points comes to forecourt. Works against Malik Beasley. Sabonis with the grab. Sabonis to Carter. Backs up against Hardaway Jr. Sabonis with a shot off the rim. Dennis Schroeder with a rebound. Ron Holland has it. Down the lane to the rim. Scoop and score for Ron Holland. Levine gives to Sabonis. Sabonis to Carter, now DeRozan in the post. Fires over Holland and missed it. Good challenge by Ron. He's got the rebound. He's in forecourt. Flips to Hardaway Jr. for a long, long gun. 5 and 10 left. Pistons trail by 1. DeRozan in the lane. Turns, fires, fills it up. Play.
DeRozan has taken 22 shots. Levine has taken 26 shots. Sabonis a distant third at 12 shot attempts. Nobody else even close.
Schroeder off to Isaiah Stewart. 4 and 42 to play. Stu shovels to Holland, gets it back. The Pistons move the ball to Dennis Schroeder. Topside to Stu, missed the 3. DeRozan with the rebound. Cade Cunningham's been resting for a couple of minutes. He's coming back. So is Asar Thompson. From the baseline. Shot is up and in for DeMar DeRozan. Game, 4 minutes left. Dennis Schroeder against Carter. Schroeder gets it back on a bounce. He will drive and scoop, and somehow that didn't fall. First was the... This one up and off. Rebound to Sabonis. 3 and 45 to play. 117 to 112, Sacramento. DeRozan dumps it deep to Sabonis, who lays it off for Lyles for Sabonis. 18, 13, and 10 assists. 68th of his career. 50th as a King. 119 to 112. Cade doubled, finds Dennis Schroeder for a drive and a dish inside for a reverse for Asar Thompson, missed it. Levine to Ellison forecourt. Levine will get it back. And now DeMar DeRozan will work with just under 3 to play. Levine with a screen, and it's a move as well. 119 to 112. Pistons need something here. Batted away and swiped by Keon Ellis. 2.5 left. Sacramento's up 7. Sabonis comes high to screen for DeRozan. DeRozan against Dennis Schroeder, rises and fires and fills it. Ooh, above average.
So Grant Long says that had we been able to see him in his younger days, the way his son is playing now, that's what we would have saw.
I think that's probably accurate. I wonder at the very top of the game who would have been better. Pistons need something. Hardaway Jr. got a contact but missed
In the entire league, and then you come
in a couple of nights. Tim Hardaway Jr. Obviously, the Pistons got to have a stop or two. Keon Ellis to forecourt. Ellis with Hardaway Jr. up on his grill. Sabonis against Stu. Hands the ball off to Zach LaVine. The bounce inside to Sabonis. Ellis topside of DeRozan. Shot clock at 4. Now it's at 3. He'll rise and fire. It won't fall, but Ellis has the rebound. 14, of course, on the clock. They inbound to Sabonis. Only 1:38 left. Zach LaVine.
Think he knows he's got 38?
Rises and fires and fills it up. Now he has 40
games in this building.
Sasser with a miss, missed the tap. Here come the Kings. LaVine stops guns for 2, and that's through. So now he has 43. Lead 127 to 114. Zach LaVine with a bounce to DeMar DeRozan. DeRozan for 3, a line driver in and out. Rebound. LaVine 43, DeRozan 37. And a triple-double for Sabonis, starting with 19 points, 15 rebounds, 10 assists. LaVine has 17 here in the 4th. Cade for 3, and it's off the rim. Now 12. Now 24. LaVine to forecourt. He has scored 43. Hard for the Kings not to shoot and score. I'm sure it's not in their DNA, but they will dribble this shot clock away. Sacramento outscored the Pistons 14-6 to finish.